Asher and B Apothecary and Tea House is located on the Gulf Coast in Pensacola, Florida at 3014 North Ninth Avenue, Suite B. Again, that's 3014 North Ninth Avenue, Suite B. Check out their website at asherandb.com. Again, that's asherandb.com. Good evening and welcome to Vibing with Brandon on Wpmm Talk Radio, where we play more music and do a lot of talking. Let's talk about it. I am super excited because on tonight's show, I have the Duke and Dutchess, who I have been trying to get on my show for a while. I have been admiring them from a distance, and so I just feel very honored to have them on my show on tonight. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the show.
What up? What up? Thank you for having us. We very appreciate that awesome introduction. We appreciate you for inviting us and having us out today.
Definitely. So I see that we have a single that you just put out.
Oh, yeah.
Called Jackrabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit. You know, like the creator of the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, Jackrabbit is basically it's a fun song. You know what I mean? It's a song not just for, the younger generations, but it's like all generations. We tried to make a song where everybody can vibe to, because in music right now it seems like it's a gap. It's either young people or it's you go back to what we grew up on. It's not many music that's up to date. That brings everybody together. So that's what Jackrabbit is.
Gotcha. Is it a little dance to it?
Yeah, it's a dance track.
I saw it. I really like it. And you wrote it?
Yeah.
Produced it yourself?
No, I didn't produce it. We wrote it. We went to Fresh Produce to do the recording.
Shout out to Fresco Record.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be talking about the life, the career, and the inspiration of the Duke and Dutchess on tonight. I wanted to start out with your single because we may not have that long with you on tonight, and I wanted everyone to know about that first and foremost because I believe in supporting people that look like me.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So now that we got that out the way, and we'll revisit it before we end the show.
Okay.
But one thing I always ask my guests to kind of let that, take that little chill off. I can already tell y'all are used to being in front of the mic.
Can you tell? I like to hear my voice.
I love to see people who know how to use the mic because so many times you have to tell people what to do with the mic. I'm like, just
do something.
Yeah.
Right?
So in keeping in tradition, what I always like to do is to ask what your favorite food is from your hometown and the restaurant. So let me say it backwards. What's your favorite restaurant in your hometown and your favorite meal there?
Okay. Let's see. The best thing I probably had here, I believe it was like a burger from Blue Dot.
Blue Dot. Okay.
Yeah. I think
It's the first time I heard that, y'all. So
I'm just saying that's the home time.
I don't
really eat, local, around. I like to cook, get, food at the house. But if it was something, I don't really eat meat that much. So, but if I did have a burger, it'd be
yeah. I don't eat meat, but Blue Dot though.
Yeah, I don't really eat meat, but if I had to have a burger, I go
Dutchess. I got roots from Jamaica, so I'm gonna always go with my Jamaican. So shout out to Bamboo, Jamaican, Fort Walton Beach, where I was pretty much raised. Yes, I'm in Pensacola, but I'm gonna say my hometown where
out in kitchen here got some good food too, huh?
They do, but I gotta shout out Bamboo's Jamaican because they proud supporters of Duke and Dutchess, and they are my favorite Jamaican restaurant, y'all. So support them in Fort Walton Beach, where I was raised, not born, but from 5th grade through high school, that's where I was at. So y'all got a little background on me.
Your first experience with music.
You want to go first?
Sure. First experience with music, probably when I was like 8 or so. Grew up in the church family, but I used to love, when people was performing, and that I used to always want to be on the stage. It's like, hey, I want to perform and do what they doing because it looks like they got everybody's attention. So uh, performing in the church, the choir, creating dance, and then start creating new types of dance in the church, and then to the rap in church, and then dancing and back again. So yeah, it started in the church, and then from there it just branched out, um, to reach more people.
Yeah, so mine dates back to baby years because my dad's a musician and an artist. And so from being a little child, he had a studio and I was there in his lab while he's playing the piano. So music was just kind of like, I could say it runs in my blood because it feels like it, but literally from a baby, like that's what I grew up to. And then as I got older, 7 years old, I was when I did my first rap for my dad. Oh, wow. I was like, Dad, this is what I can do. And that's my first time I got to show him mine because I just rapped somebody else's song from the radio that I heard that was horribly vulgar. But that's what they played on the radio in Orlando. That's where I was at. And yeah.
Wow. Church for so many African Americans has been a starting point for many people. How do you think your career would have turned out differently if you didn't have church to start you out with Duke?
Well, my dad wasn't really in my life for so much. However, he was doing music prior to me getting into church. I heard him about doing little quartets and stuff like that, traveling around Pensacola and other places. But of course, he grew up in the church. My granddad is a pastor of two churches. But if I didn't have the church, um, I don't think, because of course when I was a child I wasn't going to concerts or anything like that. So the church was a thing to me, was like that's the concert. It was like all the black people came together at church. So it's like if you wanted your voice to be heard, you got to do it at the church.
Right.
So I felt like, hey, if you want to show somebody a talent, start off at the church. The best experience right there at the church. So that's what without the church, I don't think that I would have had that passion or push to be like, let me perform for people.
Wow,
So
that's amazing. It's amazing. Who are some of your people you look up to? Inspirations.
Definitely, I'm gonna go with number one, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Speaking of icons in music and business, and that's kind of where we kind of lead the same kind of road, music and business. Not just the music, and just the level of respect and not necessarily the fame that they got, but just looking up to them as a black, strong couple that's been through a lot, still together, holding on to a good relationship and family, which is most important to us as well. The things that they value, it's just a good image that we can look up to as artists, as parents, as entertainment, everything, business. What I'm saying, they teach us how to do it and do it well. Looking up to them, people like them. So definitely, that would be my number one. And what about you?
Well, I'm inspired by everybody that come from the struggle, and show everybody that, hey, you can succeed. I'm inspired by everybody. It's
True.
I look up to the people that's in the industry and everything, but I'm inspired by anybody and everybody doing it.
Who's your number one though?
Who's my number
If you
one?
pick one person.
Oh, my number one.
Some good questions. I want to know too.
No, I don't have a number one.
You don't got another one?
I mean, only that. The number one. My number one inspiration is actually you. Yeah, I mean, your drive is beyond.
Oh my God! I got a shout out. Oh, I got a shout out.
If I had to pick somebody,
made my day. What's party now? Okay.
That's awesome. How long y'all been together?
June 29, 2007.
Yeah.
Something like
Since
that.
then.
I don't know the exact date for real, but it was something like that.
Yeah, about
So
13.
almost 13. It's our 13th year.
Was music a part of bringing you all together?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
You tell that story. I want you to tell that one.
Yeah, it was. Music was to bring us, performing music.
No,
Yeah.
baby, tell the story.
You don't want to know the story.
Yeah,
I
he does.
do.
That's why he's asking.
I'm very
Okay. Well,
interested.
basically,
MySpace.
yeah, it was started now. It was don't let's not say it MySpace like that.
MySpace.
It started off like at the church.
Okay.
No,
and
MySpace.
hold on. At the church, what
We
happened
met on
is-
MySpace.
Give me a second to tell them how we came together.
You gotta tell
So
the truth.
basically, what happened was the church was having an event.
There you go.
And they was looking for performers or whatever like that to get their music out, Christian rappers and artists or whatnot. So I went into, MySpace to try to see if I can find some people that was doing their thing. But the only person that I seen that actually had the music right there, was, my baby over here. But, she had our music together. You could just click on it. You had all her tracks. And I was like, dang, I ain't seen this before. So she just had all this stuff together. And I was like, let me hear what she got. And she was rapping. And I was like, oh, this might be interesting. I didn't know that this Christian rap was like that. So it was history from there.
That's like the way you said that, though. I ain't know Christian rap was like that.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
did.
elaborate on that just a little bit?
Nah, because it's like I'm from the South, and she had this North swag, like it was different, but she was grimy with it a little bit, but it was like she had a lot of passion in her music as a Christian. I was like, dang, it's like this. I ain't no Christian rap do that,
Right.
So seemed like she was free. So I was like, hey, want to perform here and there? And she was like, yeah, let's talk about it. And then we discussed it, but she didn't come and perform. But yeah.
But the rest is history.
Yeah, it was it.
History in the making.
Duchess, tell me about Iridescence.
Iridescent. So that was my first official release. Globally on all platforms. I first led with Flawless, which was on Iridescence, but that was just my collaboration of, it was really an album that was just like, Iridescence meant like an expression of me, like all the colors of me. So I gave people rap, I gave them even salsa music, like whatever I felt, I just put in there. It was not really no theme to the album. It was just like all the colors of me, like I could do this and I could do that, and it's just whatever I felt, I dropped it, and there it was, Iridescence.
Wow.
Colors of you.
Mm-hmm.
As I was looking through your website and even catching some of your lives, I noticed that you were very sexual as a couple, and I like that.
Okay.
To be able to show how much you care for someone in a romantic, erotic way. Could you elaborate? I mean,
Yeah, for sure. The message that actually we're giving out, especially for couples, because you don't see a lot of basically couple hip hop artists, anyways, or a lot of couple artists, period, and or couples doing business or anything together. So basically, what we do is like, it's like you see a lot of people sexualizing all type of stuff, being single and having multiple women, multiple men, just doing your thing. However, you don't see couples being like, hey, this is how I feel about her. You know what I mean? I can feel like this towards this woman too.
Right.
She can feel this way towards me. So it's like it's a message in everything we do, because I'm talking about her. I ain't talking about
Right.
nobody else. I'm talking about Bae. So why not experience this with her? So yeah.
And why not be free?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else can, like you said, talk about being single, being a hoe, being the baddest this and that. But what about we can do the same thing and it still can be okay?
Right.
It's nothing wrong with being sexual.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with sex. It's what you do with sex. And then even in that case, it may not be right for you, but it may be right for the next person. Who are we to judge what's right and wrong? You know what I'm saying? But in our eyes, we just want to be that couple that you can look up to, that you can see we can have fun in relationships. You can be sexual. Now, we're not going to be so overly erotic where it's not tasteful. You know what I'm saying? So we still want to be tasteful, classy with it, but still show the sexy side to relationships. So definitely.
I see that you, Duchess, have been on this journey with weight loss,
Yes.
and you won some money.
A lot.
Couple times.
Yeah, for
Three.
three
Three-time
times.
champions.
Three
Yeah.
times.
Is it
Three
Oh,
out
four
of the
times?
last 4 months I've won with
Okay.
my trainer. Shout out to Get Fit Fitness. Sean G. Again, we'll be there tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. If y'all want to see the pop-up show and the Jackrabbit. And a lot of surprises and tricks and treats. But yeah, so we definitely I lost my train of thought, what I was saying. What
How
was the
much
question?
you lost?
Look, I got into an advertisement. It's like, oh, what was I saying?
Hey, that's what it's for.
That's the
but
question.
yeah, your question was your weight loss journey.
The weight loss, yes. So that's why I was shouting out Shanji. Yes, of course. So the last 4 months I have won. And sometimes it was a double win with even losing the most inches. So very excited from 198 pounds to look at me now.
Yeah.
Very well on to my way. Not exactly where I want to be yet, but definitely like in my zone.
Now it's my turn to catch up, man.
Well, it was very inspiring to me to
Good.
see. I always love to see people better themselves, and I presume that's the reason why
Yes.
you were.
Because I'm an
doing
ex
it.
athlete. There's no way I should have ever let myself go there, but things happened and it did. And I'm glad I was able to get myself back on track to where my body is comfortable being. I'm an ex basketball player. So,
Ex-basketball.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And I'm talking about starting 5
Championship.
championship
Wow.
state ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Newspaper.
Do you still play?
I want to,
She
but
played.
music I love more, so I
She
gotta
plays something.
choose.
I see.
You know,
see.
I chose basketball in high school and gave up music for a while. I went to college on scholarship. Then I got a little minor injury and they kind of sat me and I just quit
Yeah.
and went straight into music from there. And it was just music, music, music. That was when I was 19. I went straight gung ho. Let's go.
And you have 5 kids?
Yep.
Yes.
Five
I love
kids.
starting 5. Yep.
Are they musically inclined?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
They definitely have it in them.
Yep.
What they're going to do with it, we're just going to let them
Branch out themselves.
be whatever they feel is best in their life. We want them to be free as well, but no, of course, good morals, good people, show love, just be real good people in life. And I hope we're a good example of that.
Yeah, definitely. Couples, you all out there, y'all need to watch and follow the Duke and Dutchess page
Oh, yeah.
because you will get a lot of you'll get a show, not only a show, but you will be inspired. That's how I came to know you. Matter of fact, my band was performing somewhere for Al's birthday party,
Yeah.
And, I saw you or someone mentioned you,
Okay.
and I was like, man, okay. You know how it is when someone mentions someone in music, because you're so used to it. And so I looked you up, and I was like, okay, because I'm interested in independent artists and people who are doing their thing. I was truly amazed at what I saw.
Thank you.
What captured me the most was a couple, like you said, because there's not too many couples. Jay-Z and Beyonce, yes, they are definitely a power couple.
Yeah.
Making moves, and so that really got me. But if you all out there in radio land and Facebook land, go follow the Duke and Dutchess. They will be at Just Fitness on tomorrow.
Yeah, Get Fit Fitness tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. There will be a workout going on from 9 to 10. We'll get set up there. It's going to be a Jackrabbit scavenger hunt. We'll have a prize for the winner who finds it. It'll be somewhere on location. We'll have a meet and greet with Sean G and us. We'll have our previous release also available for signed autograph. And we're just going to have a really cool pop-up performance. A little bit more than just music. You want to tell them a little sneak peek of what to expect, babe?
Yes, that's gonna be a spooky performance.
Okay.
Yeah. We are in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
And me being a musician myself, I have truly felt the effects of it. And I'm sure you all have too. Would you care to elaborate on how the pandemic has affected your musical career?
Oh yeah. Starting at the beginning of the year, we had a show, a Valentine's Gala show. We was planning on doing shows every month or so like that, like trying to bring something different to the city. extravagant shows for couples as well as for people period in the city to doing something different. So when the pandemic hit, it shut down all of that. So it's like, oh, so what we gonna do?
Right, right.
So then,
Yeah.
so we had to go back to the to board, and it took a minute to
To
go
get
back.
back.
Yeah, it took a minute to be
That
like,
is
man,
just, it
should
was
we
such a
wait till whole
surprise,
next
right?
year or what? So it was like it was rough, but we see that in life period, people taking risks, for your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Just, not being foolish, but you can either stop because we don't know how long this is gonna stay with us.
Right.
So we got to do what we got to do.
Right. Exactly. We're also in the middle of an election.
Yes.
Have you all voted yet?
We will be.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
And that's a good segue for me to announce the road to the polls. There is a free shuttle that you can take advantage of today. And then, of course, the last time you'll be able to take advantage of it will be tomorrow. And that's for early voting. So if you're early voting, you need to get down to your polling place tomorrow. All right. And if you need a place, if you need a ride, you can get a free shuttle. And I think they're going to Pensacola Main Library, the Genealogy Library, Brownsville Community Center. Call 850-490-5050. So, of course, if you're in Pensacola, it's going to be 490-5050, 490-5050 for a free ride. The pickup locations: ECAT Station, Fricker Community Center, Woodland Resource Center, Mary Young Wedgwood Center. Y'all get out there and vote. If not, you have no reason to complain.
True.
No reason to complain. So with that being said, let's talk about music. We know a little bit more about you. What goes through your head, Duke, when you're writing these lyrics?
What goes through my head is it's like when I'm doing I feel like my best writing is like if I hear a beat, the beat has to create. I have to see like a video. I have to see a show. I have to see the future of the song. If I don't see beyond just that, day or I'm not really inspired by the song, but basically, yeah, that's what goes in my head is like I have to see the whole vision. Like, oh, can I do this with the party with this song? Oh, that'll be great with the theme I did. Oh, that video will be great with that. So that a lot goes into my head
Sure.
when I write the song.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
how about you?
For me, it is very random. I can just catch a song or a beat in my head. I can start writing without a beat. I prefer with a beat because when I have a melody and I can't make the beat, it's so frustrating. And I wish I was musicianly inclined like my father, but I never got the opportunity to learn. So I try to get back to a beat. But it's just whatever, it can be whatever, honestly. Like this Jackrabbit, he came up with the idea, he came up with the hook, and I just loved it. The vibe was just like chill hop, bounce hop, like we can dance to it, we can still vibe, but it's not too upbeat. And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. So I just vibed out on it, and that's just how I do. I just vibe out till and usually my writing process are kind of weird. I get the sound first.
Okay.
I'm big on sound. So I hear the sound, how I want to sound, the cadence, what he calls it, or the melody, what I call it. And then I start laying out my lyrics to the sound.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I call it backwards writing, but that's my process most of the time. Sometimes I have words, but I'm not like a freestyler. Most time it's like I freestyle sounds.
Gotcha.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, she do.
But I do. I freestyle,
Right.
so I will record it, audio, the sounds, and then I'll go back and write to my sounds. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, just my creative process.
Sure. Yeah, that doesn't sound weird at all.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jackson, he sang out all of his band parts, so the horns and everything. He just
Yeah,
da, da,
yeah.
da, da, you know.
Yeah.
It's
But-
like you hear it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can only if you can sing it. That's what I'm saying. My voice is my instrument. That's all I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and because that was going to be my next question: what's first, the music or the lyrics?
Right.
And I definitely understand because sometimes when I write something, the music comes first, and then other times it's lyrics. I have lyrics right now that I'm looking for music to go to,
Right.
and vice versa.
And you play music, right?
Yes.
And what instrument you play?
Keyboard, drum, saxophone.
Lucky.
Yeah.
So you can actually come up with some music to go with your lyrics, though.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's I've kind of taken a break from.
You have the ultimate
writing.
gift.
I
swear.
Sometimes it gets on my nerves.
I'm sure it could be because you got so much talent.
Yeah.
It's so much flowing.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I have to turn it off. My wife would tell you. There's times where I don't want to even have music on in the car.
Yeah.
Because there's always something,
it's gonna click something.
Yeah. But you all have y'all have a great duo. Y'all have a great duo.
Thank you.
And I'm any kind of way we can help you here at the station, and me personally, hey, let's get it done.
We would love to rock with the band, so let's talk about that.
We're gonna have to talk about it. We'll get you some information.
Definitely.
Especially with the next track, right?
Oh my gosh.
With the next track.
They ain't ready. Y'all not ready for the. I'm talking
For
about
the next
ooh,
That'd be good.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dropping a song like every month. It's really like every 6 weeks, but it's like every month,
Gotcha.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just in them zones. We got in the zone for like I don't know, like a whole month straight, and we just wrote all these songs, and they're all like just like
We've been stuck for
pretty,
a long time.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, right? I was like,
Yeah.
Let's keep on putting some stuff together.
Right. We live in a digital age, and this is very important. I just gotta ask y'all this: when you're writing, and this may sound weird to you, so please, I'm odd. Just go ahead and accept it. But would you rather write with a pencil and paper, or on a computer, or is there a difference?
Well,
to me there is.
Yeah.
But to me personally, I do 3 things. Sometimes I write with the pencil or pen. It's just some odd reason I remember a lot when I do it, because it's like I'm reading it, I'm saying it, and I'm writing it. So it's like that memory is like something flow to me. The other way I do it is I record it. I record what comes to me, and then I go back, I listen to it, I sum up something else. Or the other way is just to lay out the track all together and just be like, let me just freestyle it, put the beat on, let's go.
Yeah.
That the texting and stuff, that's aggravating.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
aggravating to
Yeah.
me personally.
Yeah.
It's aggravating, like, golly, I
And
was.
me, I'm the time saver, so I prefer to write it, and if it feels more comfortable to me at the time, there's been some times like that where I feel more comfortable right now. I would just need to write it down.
Yeah.
But I do mostly do my phone because I'm like, time. I have to write it now. I gotta go put it in. I gotta type all the lyrics anyway. So if I do it just all the way through that way, it's just already done.
Yeah.
It's already in spot. So when we turn on our whatever our release is, the lyrics are already ready to go.
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
So that's why I'm always trying to find time saving.
Yeah, I understand. I asked because I used to write everything down. Like I had a little notepad I would carry with me because you never know when something's gonna come.
Yes. And the best things could come like while you driving, right?
Right. I was writing stuff before we had cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I had to, have that. And so I was just curious to, ask someone who is a creative as well, how they go about doing that. Because there's definitely a difference.
Oh, yeah, it is.
To me. Let's talk about young people. There are a lot of young people out there that would love to be in your shoes, love to be doing what you're doing. What would you tell them?
All right. I mean, this is, we live in a digital world now. Everybody, I mean, you can always start. You can see as a YouTube star, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, just start anywhere, just do it. If that's your passion, your dream, just do it. But what I would say and recommend is that lay out your path, see what you want to do, why you want to do it. I mean, how much you want to make. Should you sign a deal? Should you stay independent? You got to ask yourself all those type of questions. And I mean, once you got all those questions out and, just push yourself, further as you can.
Right, and to piggyback off of that, you definitely want to treat your music like a business. If you want to be taken seriously, if you treat it like a hobby, that's the results you're gonna get. So, any young artist, when I was young, I was just trying to get out there. I didn't back then it wasn't no streaming available when I first started, so it was like you had to have a distribution deal.
Right, yeah.
So it was a little hard. I'll say a lot harder than it is now because you had to really have these. You had to have a record deal or something to push you because I mean, otherwise you had to get into a store for real. So back then, it was like. I don't know.
It's rough.
I just wanted to be seen, and I feel like when you're young, you just want to be seen. Like I opened up for Juvenile, I opened up for Trina, I opened up for Yin Yang Twins, and I didn't really care about the money. I just wanted to be seen, be there. But if I would have took it more seriously, of course, when you're getting started, you're gonna do a lot of stuff for free. You're getting yourself known. You're getting yourself out there.
True.
You still want to have the business aspect of it, like he says, plan. Like it's hard to think about planning as a young person, but I would say plan. And don't stop. If this is really what you want to do it and go all out. Give it your all because you're never going to know what you're going to get out of something if you don't go 100% or more. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to give it your 100 to know if you can get 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want 100, you got to give that or more. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, put yourself in there. So we kind of stopped, especially me. I know I was more musically involved, like seriously, from like 19 on up. But it was like I was here, there, everywhere. And so I would just encourage young people, like, get your focus. If you want to do music, do music. Yeah. If you want to do art, do art. Like, be free, be you, do what you want to do. That's what I say.
Don't stop. Yeah. Be different and unique, too.
I mean, if you want to do it for a hobby, do that. Yeah. But you got to know the difference. What you don't expect,
results from
business
being
results,
a hobby. Yeah.
Music business results with a hobby effort,
Right, definitely. We definitely live in a different age now because I can just remember the recording stuff back then was totally different. We had a rolling recorder that had a tape in it, you know, and so you record it to the tape, and it's not as easy as it is now, where you can punch in, and we had to actually go and record over, and that's how we did overdubs and. Then my uncle, who he's in the business, he had what they call ADAT players, and
heard about that.
there's like a reel,
reel.
And but man, times have changed, and it in a way, I think that we live in a better time because more opportunities for people who may have never gotten heard. Yeah. You know what I mean?
True.
Anybody can be an artist now.
Yeah.
True. You get what I'm saying?
Anybody can release an album.
But that also makes it a little harder.
Yeah.
Because you got to be more competitive and do something. I mean, because let's be honest, anybody that wants to put their music on Apple can.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Saturated.
Anybody can. So what's going to make your music different?
True.
You have to, and this is me just talking and a little bit of my experience coming out. You have to build a brand around yourself.
True. Key.
True.
And all of being a musician for I played professional for 15 years. You have to have multiple streams of income. You cannot just think that all your income is going to come from one place.
Right.
You got to be creative.
Right.
Like I had to do some acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Don't even know anything about acting, but know how to play the role. Call from someone that knew how to play. So I was like, okay. So you got to do that.
I feel that,
you definitely. And so I've noticed about you two that you have a brand, and that's something tangible, something people can take. You have your merchandise. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So what's next for the Duke and Dutchess?
Well, we are partnering with businesses locally. So any business out there that would like to partner with Duke and Dutchess, we are currently partnered with Get Fit Fitness, Dulce and Gelato, and East Kings Corner. So shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors. Definitely appreciate y'all. And what it's helping us do is reach more people in our campaigns. And like I said, we're doing monthly releases. And each campaign, we're pushing for 4 weeks. A new business every week. We're at location doing a pop-up. So this month we're doing Jackrabbit, of course. Right. Next month is the Turn Up. Okay. then y'all ready. Y'all gonna really love it. I mean, y'all gonna love all of them. I'm just so excited. It's kind of hard to, you know how you when you write music and you get so excited about all of them, but you can only release an album, but
Right.
you know it's better when you release one at a time so they can really get
Sure.
every song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And really
See the story.
yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're kind of like telling a story. I don't want to give you too much information. We're telling a story with each song. Each song has a theme, and as you see, the jackrabbits everywhere. So that's our theme this time, and we do a little Halloween on it for tomorrow, but
That's
it'll be a
awesome.
little something a little different. So we are looking for more partners. More information for partners on our website, dukexdutchess.com. Just click on the partner tab, gives you all the information, and we have about 6 singles already on there lined up looking for partners. So we definitely want to collaborate, build community between businesses and music, and just grow in each other's business. It helps both ways. So definitely look forward to the partnerships.
Definitely. Yeah, I hear that out there. If you have a business that you want to, have a little spotlight on, you want them to come and put you on. Because let me tell you something, sponsorship is everything and platform is everything.
Yes, sir.
And the Duke and Duchess definitely have a platform that can help your business. I promise you that. If you don't know how to get in contact with them, or if you're listening to this on Spotify on a replay, um, call the radio station. We will get you in contact with them. All right.
Definitely.
All right. Well, we got about 6 minutes left. Let's talk about freestyle.
Freestyle.
Yeah, everybody can't freestyle.
Nah, everybody can't freestyle.
I can sometimes. It's very rare. I'm a writer. I'm
Okay.
just gonna tell you that out
Yeah,
top. Now, if I'm having fun, I might get a couple lines out. A couple,
Yeah,
like literally,
yeah.
like 2.
Yeah.
I might get for it on a real good day.
Do
He's
you
a freestyler though.
You are?
He can.
Nah, I'm not really a freestyle. I freestyle having fun.
Yeah,
Not
but you
really.
can though.
I'm not
You
a
can
person
actually get
spitting
more
bars.
words than me.
I'm
I can't
I'm
think
a
that
really
I
I'm a
can't
real
either.
southern type of guy. I'm not a northern type of guy where they put their words together.
Yeah, yeah.
Having foreplay with the words. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah.
I've always, because I don't know anything about rapping. Other than I've worked for a lot of rappers, writing, their beat, making their beats and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as far as like the I know you got your 4 bars,
Yeah.
to this, and, you might let your hook run for this many bars. I understand that concept because it's a musical concept. But to be able to freestyle, I feel I wouldn't know how to do that.
My words don't come together like that quick.
But I always wondered, do they are they truly freestyling or do they already like at home,
It's memory.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it's like, it's like if you're writing something, if you write certain bars and stuff without, acapella or whatever like that, you memorize stuff. But when it's time to freestyle, you can pull something, out of that, and put them together and then just play along. So the longer your writing skills is,
Sure.
you good. People like, dang, you put the bars together like that. You reading, you studying words, definitions, and you coming out like, God, that boy, he bad. But nah, I don't write like that, to try to battle.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because music is hard work. Yeah, a lot of people who have talent like you, a lot of it does come natural, but you do have to put the work in, right?
You do.
And it's a lot of work.
It is, man.
Yeah.
To do it right, it is a lot of work.
The fun part, that's the easy part.
You are the label. So you gotta do all the
everything.
label stuff and the artist stuff.
Yeah.
And the management stuff. Unless you got a manager.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. You're exactly right. And I suggest you do a lot of stuff yourself. That's just my suggestion.
I do too. Agree. I agree.
Because see, y'all have a perfect thing because y'all are a power couple. You trust each other. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that a lot of business transactions, the major thing you have to overcome first is getting that trust and trusting each other.
Right. True.
Because man, people can do you dirty.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. You don't have to worry about each other doing each other dirty. So you manage yourself then.
Right.
Like I'm telling you. Yes.
It's work.
Yeah.
It's work. I mean, we were searching for managers at one point,
Right,
but then when things don't work the way you want it, you have to manage your own things because then you know. But I would say if you can find a manager, somebody that you can trust, go with it because they know about certain things in the business that you don't know about. So I would recommend a manager or somebody that you can trust to do certain legwork for you, like shows, trying to help you to get your music and other things in places. But yeah, right now we are our own management and team, so it's work.
And it's good that you are, and I feel you. You know, you want someone to do that, even though you can do something.
Yeah,
doesn't mean you necessarily should do it because it takes away from the creative process.
True.
Like
It's time.
my wife manages my band, and so or our band, and it works out so great because I can focus on creating music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, man, but if you have to sacrifice trust, do it yourself first.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because someone will come.
Yeah,
I promise you. Someone
definitely.
That's awesome. We got one last minute. Is there something that I should have asked you and I didn't?
We talked about a lot of good stuff
Yeah,
today.
you did.
Anything else we want the people to know?
Yeah, we Duke X Dutchess everywhere.
Yeah, at Duke X Dutchess and DukeXDutchess.com.
Yeah.
Except for Twitter, it's Dutchess_Duke, which we don't tweet that much, but we do have an account. If y'all like tweeting, you'll get the same stuff there. You can see everywhere on all the other platforms.
That's awesome. That is it for the Duke and Dutchess
Thank
interview.
you for having us once again.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for coming. You all out there, go listen to Jack Rabbit. Go buy Jack Rabbit.
Yes.
You can get Jack Rabbit everywhere.
Well, right now you can pre-save it because
Okay.
it does not actually release until November 13th.
Gotcha.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
So we're doing the promotion for it right now. Like I said, we're running 4-week campaigns, dropping a release.
Gotcha.
4-week campaigns, dropping a release. So it does drop 11/13, but you can pre-save it or pre-buy from iTunes. Pre-save on Spotify. Just go to DukeXDutchess.com, click that save button, and you are good to go. As soon as it releases, it will be in your library.
Thank you for clearing that up. Because I was trying to put
He ready
go
to
buy it
He's
now.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey.
They're gonna be like, I can't buy it. So what's going on?
Five-finger ready.
Listen, I had a ball with you all, and this won't be the last time we talk.
Thank you.
All right.
For sure.
Thanks, Facebook, for tuning in.
Thank y'all for listening.
And share it. Share this feed so people can be made aware of the Duke and Dutchess. All right. Until the next time. Be